Hi, good morning, class 10. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing fine, good, and taking care of yourselves and are good and waiting for the time for your time to come and your exams next year. So, don't have to be in any tension and don't take stress. Everything will be fine. So, we'll come back to the part of resource planning. Okay, that's page 13, I guess. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Resource planning is the widely accepted strategy for judicious uses of resources. It has an important it has it has importance in a country like India, which has enormous diversity in the availability of resources. The British came to India because of our resources. We were very rich. So there are regions which are rich in certain types of resources but are deficient in some other resources. There are some regions which can be considered self-sufficient in terms of the availability of resources, and there are some regions which have acute shortage of some vital resources. For example, in the states of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh are rich in minerals and coal deposits. Arunachal Pradesh has abundance of water resources but lacks in infrastructural development. The state of Rajasthan is very well endowed with solar and wind energy but lacks its water resources. The cold desert of Ladakh is relatively isolated from the rest of the country. It has very rich cultural heritage but it is deficient in water, infrastructure, and some vital minerals. This calls for balanced resource planning at the national, state, regional, and local level. So we have to balance ourselves according to our resources. Now, the resource planning in India. The resource planning is a complex process in which involves identification and inventory of resources across the region of the country. Means you first jot down a chart where, what do I have? How can I use it? That's later. You have to first do a survey, you have to do a mapping, the qualitative and the quantitative estimation and measurement of the resources. Then you have to have a structure, with appropriate technology and skill set up for implementing resource development plans, matching the resource development plans with the overall national development plans. So you have to plan everything. India has made concerted efforts for achieving these goals of resource planning right from the first 5-year plan launched after independence. Like, do you know any developments or any resource that are being developed near or near of your village? That's said in the book. We'll discuss once we are in the class, as because you cannot respond to me now. The availability of resources is a necessary condition for the development of any region. If there is no resources have to be there for development. Business has to create, money has to come in, but mere availability of resources is in the absence of corresponding changes in technology and institutions may hinder development. If you don't have the right technology, if you don't have the right institutions to go ahead with it, it's going to hinder, means it will take a backdrop. There are many regions in our country that are rich in resources, but they are included in economically backward regions. You cannot do there anything. To set up, it's going to cost you another huge amount. On the contrary, there are some regions which have poor resource base, but again they are economically developed. Okay, like resource base, go to Sikkim. See, they are economically developed. Go to Pondicherry, economically developed. Go to Chandigarh, they are developed. But again, some regions have poor resource is not there, but they are developed economically, they are developed, business is good. Okay, now history of colonization or the colonial reveals that rich resources in colonies were the main attraction for foreign invaders. That's why wherever there were main attraction of resources, they were their French their colonies there. The French also made, the British also made, the Dutch also made. It was primarily the higher level of technological development of the colonizing countries that helped them to exploit the resources of other regions and establish their supremacy over the colonies. All has been looted and taken away. Cotton has been taken away. Now whatever cotton is there, we are doing it. But during that time when the British were there, cotton was just taken away. Tea taken away. Therefore, resources can contribute to development only when they are accompanied by appropriate technological development and institutional changes. What does that include? Institutional changes and technological development. If there is no good education policies, if there is no good education going on, how will you get those people ready to go ahead with it? Institutional changes means you need more proper training, you need more infrastructure, you need utensils, you need machines, upgraded ones to go ahead and change this. India has experienced all this in different phases of colonization. This has happened before, they have experienced it. Therefore, in India, development in general and resource development in particular does not involve the availability of resources, but also the technology, community, quality of human resource and historical experiences of the people. As because we have already gone through this, we know that what are the consequences, and we know where what is found and what technology is needed. Now, how do we conserve them? Now we have a resource, we have to conserve that resource. If we are not able to conserve that resource, that is going to again create another issue. So how do we do that? So we'll read about that. I'm just reading today, and after that I'll explain. So resources are vital for any development activity, but irrational consumption and overutilization of resources may lead to socio-economic environmental problems. Suppose we have so many trees next to the school in Kamtul. Every day we cut down 1 kilometer, 1 square kilometer trees. 1 square kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. 1 square kilometer we cut every day. So in 4 days, 4 square kilometers. It's around about 8, total 8 kilometers, right? Square feet or square kilometers. So 4 square kilometers is cut off, and there is no plantation. It says that for one plant, if you cut one tree, plant 2 trees. But today I am planting this tree. Tomorrow it might die if I do not take care of it. I have cut off that huge tree. This is it. Everything finishes. You won't have rains in Kamtul. Forget about what is going to plant and what is not going to plant. Cut off all the trees, 4 square kilometers tree in that area, you won't have water. Rain will not come there. I'll challenge you. Rain will not pull clouds at all. Irrational consumption. Deforestation is the main cause of global warming. To overcome these problems, resource conservation at various levels are important, whatever the main cause may be. This had been the main concern of the leaders and thinkers in the past. For example, Gandhiji was very apt in voicing his concern about resource conservation in these words: there is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed. Everything is there for everybody, but not for greed. In this pandemic, I have seen greed happening. People thought it's not going to open. Suppose I'm giving a small example I have seen in front of my eyes. A small shop is there. I had been to buy something. I'm not remembering what I went. Even if I remember, I won't tell you. I had been to that shop. Small grocery shop. And there are these 2-3 people standing there, even long after the first lockdown and the second lockdown. Like, I have not been out, I have been only twice out, and that too in the evening. And there was this marigold biscuits, and one man had a child with him. I am talking about Gandhiji's. This for everyone there is there, but not for everybody's greed. See the human thinking. I feel so sick at times. One person has a child holding with him and he's shouting at the back because it's that social distancing. You cannot go. Everybody can't go into the shop. So he says, "Give me one packet of Marijuana." Oh, he says something in Hindi that I won't be coming back tomorrow. What to do? This lockdown is going on. How many packets do you? He said 10. He said, "Give me 10." I mean, what is this? Okay, fine. You have money, fine, everything. You have to think about others also. He took it away. The child standing at the back also wanted that same mystic and biscuit and see the commotion there. You know, children. Wah, started. Siren on. Police siren failed. Ambulance siren and fire brigade also won't have any effect on him. His siren started. He started saying what not to his father or uncle or whatever he was. I was quietly standing there and seeing. I said, I will not go into this shop anymore because this fellow is. The shopkeeper could have also said, he is also a human being, he is a part of this society. He could have said, sir, you take 2 packets, I'll arrange for some for tomorrow, but others, if they might, I want to distribute it to everybody should get. It's not greed, it's that greed. Oh, if I'll not get tomorrow, what will happen? Let me take mine, let me eat. Anybody eats or not eat, I don't care. The day we change this attitude, India will be a better place to live. Seriously. So resources. Just because the onion is not coming in, price risen up. Onions are coming, they are just telling in the market, they are saying it in the market, oh, it's gone up, you have to pay this. Paying it. Resources are being misused for one's income. I'll come back in the next video.